The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action now. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Dorsett making the catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He's going to field this at the 4. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
We're set. Play tag. Line 54. Line 54. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T. Check 52. Now let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Watson flushed out right. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 24! 24!
Now Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, it's Campbell. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And the catch made by Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Dorsett's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my alert. He's checking.
Watson off play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. He's got Lockett. 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's at the 40, the 30, 10. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second and a couple. Watson, he's going to loft one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
On the run, it's Bush. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you've got to be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, they run with Campbell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run with a big man, Campbell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Seattle.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check. 25.
Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He's gonna launch this thing way downfield, and he's gonna be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down now. It's Bush, and the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawks defense.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Tyler Lockett, 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Almost the entire length of the field, a punt return of 97 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will get them one closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And Watson's going to throw it here. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give. This is Bush. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing on second down. Watson is going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Chicago. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.